can get that act together or not is a different question. But
the example to that would be to try and find some individual policy that everyone can agree on.
Well,
Mr. Raja may or may not ever agree to a pension bill,
No, that's all right. Even on that, I can give you an example. In a democracy, dissent is a part of democracy. It should be a part, vigorous, strong dissent. But a time must come when dissent must cease when a final decision is taken. Take the nuclear deal. There are very wide differences. But now that a 1-2-3 agreement stands signed and has gone through the various levels of the NSG, the IAEA, and the US parliaments, I think it will be a very, very sad day if a country like India, which holds its head proud and high globally for several reasons, finds that merely a change in the color of the government undermines or dilutes the international agreement, irrespective of the opposition. When a bench of judges decides a matter, there will be a dissent 3-2. But the judges who dissent are bound by the majority judgment in the subsequent judgment, in subsequent case. Parties come and go, but the government of India is one. It continues for all time. So it would be a very sad day if that kind of consensus in foreign policy was undermined. Number two, nobody likes coalitions. Coalitions are a form of compulsion. Coalitions are because there is no other alternative. Everybody ideally would like to have a government of its own. But if you are to live in an era of coalition, then you have to now understand the various models of, you have now multiple coalitions in India. You have the normal coalition in a central government, where you have 30-40 parties in the NDA or the UPA. But you have reverse coalitions in the states. The party, the leading national party in the center, which is the coalition leader in the center, with state regional parties as his partner in the center, may have a reverse coalition in Bihar, as is there with the NDA, where it's a junior partner to a regional party. Now these
That
models,
is what you might be doing with the Summer Singh.
these models, well, certainly it could happen. These models have to be looked at in a very mature way. I, for one, would say that we don't view our relationship with Mr. Raja, not him personally, but with him and whether Mr. Yeshuri or all the parties they represent, perhaps more as a temporary separation, not an absolute divorce. Whether there will be restitution of conjugal rights or not, I don't know. But certainly, the separation will not be permanent. Not because we will agree on everything, but certainly because good governance will require some kind of compromise.
Raja, very briefly, is it possible